Hey Ghosties, I'm Harley.
And I'm Candace.
And this is Haunted Through the Ages.
You know what? Listening back to our episodes, I hated how we did our intros. Nothing was ever the same.
No.
Like, we sound so young and new.
I was going to say youthful.
Youthful?
The last.
New. Scared.
Anxious.
Like, sometimes it was, this is Candace and this is Harley and this is Haunted. And like, I don't love that.
The last
but I never knew
one,
how to stop it and start it over. So we rolled with it. But
I forget which one it was. The last one I listened to, though. And you said, and we are Haunted Through the Ages. And I'm like, no.
Do over.
I'm like, I'm having an urge to delete everything and start over.
It's typical for me to be aloof. All of
There's
it.
number one. Get your bingo cards out. It's fucked up. Take a
She's
shot.
taking notes right now. Notes. I'm telling you, every time she hears me say a word that doesn't fit, that's not that word. That's not what you were searching for.
No.
And the fact that you give me time to readjust, you're like, okay. No, you're just a fucking idiot.
Exactly. I give you a chance. I think I give you a very...
The other day I did. I regrouped very quickly. Like, no, that wasn't the word I needed.
I wrote it down.
I know you did. That's fine. We're going to have a stockpile.
Mm-hmm. So your Queen Mary episode has been blowing
Oh
up.
My God. Thank you so much. All of my beautiful listeners. I feel like I'm so important.
We don't know how people are finding the episode or why.
It has,
but it's everywhere.
Through the roof. To the point where I had to go back and take a listen. Like, what was so good about this episode? And honestly, we were awesome.
It was so funny.
It was so funny. Like, and I think it was just like, I don't know, like, we've just felt I think I was more relaxed because it was something I was so passionate about.
Right.
And that makes my episodes so much easier for me when I have, like, I'm very much invested into it. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot of knowledge about it. But it just makes the whole atmosphere in the room very, very much more relaxed. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, like, I was blushing and nobody can even see me.
We both went back and listened because we're like, what is it about this episode that people are losing their minds over right now?
Researching, like, is there something going on? Like, did something happen? Like, is there another investigation? Like, what is happening?
Listening to it, though, it flowed so well. So you and I
do that some more.
Let's figure that out again. So you and I started going back and listening to our older episodes.
Thank you so much for the ones that have listened to us from the very beginning.
The fact that you've stuck with us this long, God bless. That was a rough time.
Some of our friends didn't even stick that long with us. They're like, we love you.
They're like,
we
spend enough time with you as it is. So we're good.
But this is different. These are different laughs.
It's fine.
I understand you heard the joke already today, but I'm going to say it again.
We're going to tell everybody now. So listening to that, Candace and I have had a discussion about things we want to go back to and things we'd like to change to feel more in flow again. And one of those is a nighttime recording, which we're doing now. The sun is still up, but it's basically bedtime.
Gosh. I need my sunglasses. And that's not even, it's like hitting the house next to me.
I know. It's almost 7 p.m. So bedtime, like I said.
This is why I keep it so dark.
Honestly, we should make it dark in here.
I'm glittering right now. That's how bright it is.
She is a little vampire-y right now.
He has sisters. Why do we Edward?
He's the only one I saw sparkle.
That's facts.
Okay, she's making it darker.
I'm making it darker. Sorry, I walked away.
She's coming back. It's fine.
Hobbling back.
So,
10 out of 10 do not ever recommend to anybody popping a calf muscle. Because that son of a bitch never fucking heals.
She injured herself so severely. Would you like to share how you injured yourself?
Yes. It was a dark morning. It was blistery cold outside. The wind has taken over.
The attacker came out of nowhere.
Like blinded me from behind.
Mm-hmm.
And
he had weapons, right?
All of the weapons.
All of them.
I think there was a mask. I'm not really sure.
You'd remember if
there wasn't a mask. There wasn't any kind of chains or anything, but he came at me with, I don't know, an ice cream or something. I don't know. There was no attacker. There was nothing. I confidently walked down 5 stairs.
Took her out. That did her in.
I got Matt mowed the lawn, and I was like, okay, I have a leaf blower. I'm going to go blow all the grass out of the street like a good resident that I am. He was like, just leave it. Let nature happen. I'm like, no.
That's what you get for being a good person.
Yeah, that'll never happen again. Walked down, got to the bottom, and anybody that knows me knows I am a barefoot kind of girl. I freaking hate wearing shoes. Mm-hmm. I will be barefoot as much and as often as I can possibly be. Inside, outside, I don't care. I'm walking around barefoot with socks on. That's bare. Not necessarily bare, but without shoes.
We'll let it go.
It's fine. Got to step, bottom step, cement. Literally felt something in my calf pop. Like it just popped. And because, I'm hard-headed and like, I don't know. I should have let my ADD take hold then. But no, now I'm committed. I need to get the grass out of the street. Hobble. Lord. And I don't want people to know that I'm injured. So I'm walking ever so swiftly on my feet.
I'm sure that made it better.
Oh my God. I look like I needed a white-padded room or something. I'm just trying to get EMS to my house so that the firefighter could visit. All right. Ugh. I'm just saying.
He might show up.
We'll see. I mean, I need it. And I came inside and Matt literally took one look at my face and he's like, oh my God, are you okay? Absolutely not. I'm not. I'm all of the not okay.
All of it.
All of the not okay. I grabbed an ice pack and elevated my leg and I couldn't bear weight on it. I was so freaking uncomfortable. Like, I need to go to the hospital. Like, I have to go to the emergency room. I don't want to do this. Oh my God. So I just iced heat. And the next day I was able to walk on it, but it was Charlie horse times 1,000. It hurt so freaking bad. I never want to experience that. I've never felt anything in my body pop, and I've broken bones.
You've broken bones and you have trauma?
I was in 6th grade, I think. And my friend and I were playing in gym. I think it was kickball.
Okay.
Because I'm the era of kickball. Like I say kickball and I can hear the sound of the ball hitting my face.
Oh yeah.
The echo of it.
Yeah.
And we were running and I tripped over my friend and cartwheeled to the bleachers and got my leg impaled in between the bleachers and broke my ankle.
That's disgusting.
It was like a fracture, but still. I would have been that person. I watched this kid break his ankle running after his parents to catch up, and I doubled over.
Oh my gosh!
And it's not something I don't speak proudly of this, but
yeah,
I
it sounds like
pleasure out of other people's. My kids, Matt and the girls were standing in front of me, and I was behind this wall when we were at the Woodward Dream Cruise.
Uh-huh.
and I'm holding onto the wall, and I saw this kid, Dad, wait, and he's running, and his foot hit the sidewalk just at the grass line, and he went down, and I went down behind the wall. And the girls are like, Mom, he could really be hurt. I'm sorry. I feel so bad for him right now.
Sometimes you just can't control your laughter, though, obviously.
An elderly person walking across the street, hit an ice patch, bam, he went down. I'm cracking up. The girls are like, Mom, you're not supposed to laugh at people when they fall. I know. I know. It's fine. I'm going to make sure he's okay. Hang on. I don't know what it is. If you get hurt, don't do it around me if you want compassion.
No, no, not at all.
I'm going to laugh at you.
Oh my gosh.
One of the girls that used to work with me, she's like, I hope I never fall around you. Me, same. And she did. She tripped and almost went down. I'm like, stop. Are you okay? Do we need to call somebody?
Oh my gosh.
I laugh at myself when I get hurt, though. Like,
I know.
I don't feel pain. I just want to laugh. I think it's just laughing the pain away. I think that comes from the trauma of being spanked with a wooden paddle as a young age. And I would laugh at that because it didn't hurt. And then the board actually broke on me once.
You laughed?
I did.
I remember that story.
Ooh, don't laugh at your mom when she's trying to discipline you. Ooh, she caged me from one side of the house to the next. The whole time I'm rolling and laughing.
Did she punt you?
I think I ended up outside down the stairs. I don't know what happened. I may have lost consciousness. I don't know. The whole time I'm just going to laugh. Like, I don't even know why I got in trouble. That's how invalid it was. I don't even know why. Probably my mouth.
You think?
Tell me you don't laugh when you see somebody get hurt.
This is why nighttime recording is better. Because you've already lost it. I think we're like 5 minutes in and you're already gone. Oh, good Lord.
Guys, because I'm so tired.
I know.
I did. I think I fell asleep for like a half an hour on the couch. And I scared myself awake and thought I had to go to work. So I immediately bolted up like I need to get ready for work. And I looked down and I'm already ready for work.
You're still in your work clothes.
Still? Yeah. Wow. All right. Well,
time to go.
I pre-gamed.
It's been such a long day.
It's been a long week. Oh my God. I can't even tell you. I'm like 2 days behind. What is today?
Yeah.
Is it Thursday? How many more days do I got before I get a day off?
We're there. We're good. We get a day off.
And I have no reason to be because I've been doing really good with sleep too. But I think that's probably it too.
Yeah. I was at work at 4.
So. I thought about coming in that early, but.
You should have. It was me and Sandy.
Well, you know what? You needed your time alone, apparently.
Well, I did because I needed a cry session. She's already rolling her eyes.
Well, I needed a good laugh session, so.
I was in a mood.
You know, I also had almost a cry session.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was sad. It was a sad day.
Yeah.
Yeah. My baby girl lost one of her fur babies. So, R.I.P. Beef. What a sweet. He was the sweetest boy, too. Like, if you didn't like him, something's wrong with you.
Yeah. One of those.
Just snuggled to everybody. He didn't care. He was just a marshmallow cat. And just massive. Like, he was Earth.
Oh, my favorite kind.
But I don't want to get too deep into that because it'll make me sad again.
Yeah. I'm over
Did you collect your emotion?
I'm over it. Good. It'll come back later. It'll just kind of haunt me forever. But I just, had a time, and Sandy came up, and I was clearly in a mood, and I just vented to her, and then I cried a little bit. And then I was like, good thing we got this out of the way before Candace got here.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
So then by the time you showed up, I'm like, I'm good now.
Well, and then Sandy, she had her moment with Dave. She said she was talking to Dave because she also had a loss.
Yeah.
And she was talking to Dave about it, and then she's sobbing. I'm like, get it together.
To Dave?
Yeah, poor Dave.
Did he hide? What did he do? I know when I get emotional, he gets very uncomfortable.
She reeled it in pretty quick, but also he was just very apologetic, and like he comforted her in his way of comfort. Like, can I get you a shot? Like,
I could see him reaching out with one finger, like on the shoulder.
She was so good because I don't like touching and like
we're aware.
I'm uncomfortable right now just talking about it. Like, and she from a distance, like she knew boundaries this morning, and I can only respect her so much more for that because an average person would have just given you a hug because you're sad and you have tears in your eyes and what's going on. And anybody that knows me in a serious moment like that, that's not what I need because I don't want to cry. I don't want to have this emotion. I don't want to, because if you do that, then it's going to happen. And I'm not the person that's just going to let it happen. She started fanning my face for me so the tears didn't fall. And I'm like, I'm not human. I'm not human. I'm not human. Trying to, and I got the tears to go away and literally just reached her hand out and patted me on the shoulder like I was a complete stranger. Thank you.
There you go.
Unlike you with your giant bear hug.
You weren't upset at the time. You know what? You were just standing there having a conversation.
Spider monkeyed my ass.
I gotcha. It's like, I got her.
And all I could do was hit Doug because I should have known something when he paused. Doug never pauses in a story, and he looked over and paused. I know the pause. I do it quite often when there's people that walk past us that I can't speak anymore. I should have known. You two were in it. So he got hit. Like
I escaped. That was good.
Logan, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what was happening. He really didn't know what was happening. Like
he's like these crazy people.
Oh my god. What else do we have?
I don't know. I think just that what I originally started talking about, how we're doing things a little differently, like a nighttime recording, but I don't know. I don't feel like that much has been going on.
No, it's been a tame week.
Yeah.
Nothing really has happened. Other than going to work and coming home. Nobody's pissed me off or got underneath my skin. I will get over the fucking PA at work and say it out. I forgot. I was going to talk to tell Sandy about our idea.
Oh, on the walkies?
Because I saw Chris walking over to me and Hannah's walking and he's talking. Like, yeah, I'm by Candace right now and I'm like, dang, I forgot already.
We need to do that. That would be so fun.
Going to be so fun.
We're just going to surprise everyone.
So fun.
We'll let everyone know how that goes when it happens.
Oh, it's going to be great. That's what it's going to be. People are just, because we don't always have a phone on us. So, well, I don't always have a phone on me. But my phone is always somewhere else.
Oh, that'll be so fun. I'm excited.
Oh, you want us to keep walkies? Okay.
You got it, boss.
Whatever you say.
We're going to be banned. We're not going to be allowed to have them anymore.
It's going to be fine.
Then when we get a new boss that tries to make us keep them and then they have to go, no. No, they're not allowed to have those. Oh, why not? Well, see, they went through this time where...
Well, they don't let us do it over the PA anymore. So, though I did John had me page Doug over the PA.
Oh, gosh.
So make Dougals!
Was he embarrassed?
No, he came back and went, bottles! I said I wouldn't even paged you. Jen paged me. He was so funny about it.
I've never seen such a burly straight man be able to pull that off as well as he does. You have a double life, sir. You have a double life.
I said that shit in front of him, and Dave immediately got what I was saying. He was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like what? Cat dog.
Oh, that's so funny. He had us laughing, at least me laughing so hard yesterday that
I just
he
laughed
was
myself
laughing
into
at
a
us.
headache. Holy shit.
He was in tears.
I've never seen him laugh that hard. He made
he
himself laugh that hard. That was his joke.
He was doubled over in tears.
Not only did he laugh at it when he first told it to you, but then he had the rerun of it when he told me and laughed even harder. Like it was funnier the second time.
Like when the whole thing happened, like I said, I'm like, I cannot even tell this story to Candace. I'm like, just come with me. We have to reenact the entire thing for her to get the full effect. And my God, did you?
I did.
It was so good.
I sure did.
Oh, it was so
I'm trying to figure out what the hell you were carrying. Like, I don't care. Why do you have a box?
Just wait. This is going to be so good.
Hey.
You need the full effect.
So pretend that we're in the back. All right, we're in the back.
It was worth it. You got to see him tear up.
Oh my gosh. He pulled his glasses off his face. He had to wipe his eyes.
So funny.
I've known him for 1,000 years. I've never seen him make himself laugh that hard.
That was fun.
This man, he can't leave us. No. I ban it.
Mm-mm. No. So are you ready?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Jump in.
When you got, what is this, part 2 of your...
Yes. So my last episode, we covered the conspiracies from the Titanic. Now we're covering the hauntings.
Yuck.
And they are everywhere.
Yuck.
All over the world. So
I don't know why I thought this was going to be a good idea with you. Like, hey, you think it would be fun? We should do a podcast. Oh my God, okay.
What should we do it about? Ghosts. We like ghosts.
Like,
right?
We're just gonna be unhinged and talk, and it'll be a fun podcast. Like, it'll just be us and our banter and certain topics, maybe a book or a movie. No. We'll talk about hauntings. That'll be fun.
So when I originally wanted to do the topic, I thought about doing one of the museums, or like 2 of the museums.
Okay.
Because there are a lot more than I expected, actually. I knew about the one, there's one in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and Branson, Missouri. I knew about those.
I didn't.
And we've also covered the one already that's in Vegas in the Luxor Hotel.
I knew about that one.
So we are going to briefly go over that again. But when I was researching, there's also one in Orlando, Florida, Oxon Hill, Maryland, St. John's, Canada, and Belfast, Ireland, which is where she was built.
Which makes sense.
So that's a lot. So we're just going to start there, and then this branches off in so many different directions. We're going to learn about so many cool people. I'm excited. So we're starting.
Are we following a bouncing ball or?
A little bit.
Okay.
I tried to keep it as organized as possible, but there's just a lot to go over. So we're starting at Titanic Belfast, which is the museum in Ireland.
I love that.
So it opened in March of 2012, ahead of the disaster's 100th anniversary. It sits just steps away from where Olympic, Titanic, and Britannic were built. The museum is expansive and consists of 9 interpretive and interactive galleries. And those are Boomtown Belfast, the Shipyard, the Launch, the Fit Out, the Maiden Voyage, the Sinking, the Aftermath, Myths and Legends, and Titanic Beneath. The name of that one, you know how I feel
the dark waters.
Submechanophobia with the stuff in the water.
Are you making that up?
Beneath? No, it's real. And now...
Like you're just adding letters and...
No. No, it's called submechanophobia. And now my Instagram knows I have it. so I get constant videos of shit underwater.
I will never tell my phone what my fears are. And you know what?
Clowns.
Shut up.
Clowns. Pennywise.
Don't listen. She's lying. She lies. You can't trust her.
You leave your phone alone way too much at work. I'm going to start whispering.
It's so true.
Pennywise. And then you're going to start getting
a lot of times I leave it open. You can just type it.
No, I'm going to just say it. We'll see. So if
there's some shit I talk when Chad and I start talking about inappropriate stuff. Mm-hmm. It shows up on his phone so much. I'm like, why is it yours? Mine never does. My phone's just like, I'm not listening to this bitch anymore.
I was talking to Joe a couple of days ago, and I don't even remember. Something was brought up. I think we were talking baseball, and he mentioned like a scene from a movie. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. Finished our conversation. 20 minutes later, I go on Instagram. One of the reels that pops up is that exact scene from that movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie. He had to tell me the movie and explain the scene because I've never seen it, never heard of it.
Yeah.
Then it's on my Instagram. I'm like, oh, it's so creepy.
No, thank you.
Anyway. So in 2013, one woman experienced something odd in the sinking gallery. She described how she grew more and more emotional while listening to the Titanic's distress call being tapped out in Morse code. The woman noted how anxious and heartbroken she felt.
You just illuminated your whole face.
There we go. Like, why is this so hard to read? Oh, because it's dark. So her heart was pounding in her chest, and to her it felt like she was experiencing what Chief Wireless Operator Jack Phillips might have experienced as he sent out the distress call. Before long, she was shaking, she was sick to her stomach, and she had started crying. So the woman stepped outside to get some fresh air, and it was then that a hand touched her shoulder, and she heard a man's gentle voice in her ear. "It's okay," he said softly.
It's not.
Assuming it was her friend, she turned around and realized that she was alone. A sense of calm and warmth washed over her. It's been suggested that this might have been the spirit of Jack Phillips, who did die in the sinking, trying to reassure the woman that he was at peace with what happened that night. So then the Titanic Museum in Branson, Missouri. That one was established in April of 2006, and it's the first of 2 Titanic museums owned by John Jocelyn, who funded and took part in the second expedition to ever visit the wreck site. This was the first ever privately funded venture to the Titanic. On January 6th, 2018, the museum's Facebook page posted a rather interesting video titled "Ghosts at the Titanic Museum?" It's a question mark. Duh. The security camera footage was taken the day before and shows a fully decorated Christmas tree being knocked over by an unseen force. No one else was in the room. Absolutely not. The whole tree
was the wind.
That's all. It was the air conditioning.
It's from the inside. It's fine.
In 2017, Zach Bagans brought Ghost Adventures to the museum. And this part I'm about to read here is from an article that I read. So this is this guy speaking, not me. He said, "I haven't watched the full episode for myself. I'm not a huge fan of the show, but found something on the Discovery Channel YouTube page called Ghost Adventures Screaming Room, where the team watches old episodes and adds commentary. On the show, one Titanic Museum employee, Jamie Terrell, has repeatedly seen an apparition in the recreated first-class grand staircase. She believes that it's none other than John Jacob Astor, the richest passenger aboard Titanic. She said, quote, "I've seen him on more than one occasion, and it's always right there at the top of the stairs." Terrell added that the figure is seen close to a recreation. That's a recreation, not a recreation, just so you know. I was wrong. I almost started the sentence over, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do it. Let it flow. Don't edit it out. It's fine.
I never even noticed.
You're like, what's wrong with it?
It's the recreation. Yeah. That sounds perfect.
Great job.
It's this shit that I say that I don't get called out, but I get called out by other people saying, like, this is not what you meant to say. You know what? It worked.
It was the rigor mortis of it all.
And then this fucking bitch just lets me sound stupid. We're just going to go with it.
There were a couple things I heard when I was re-listening to episodes, and I'm like, I never even fucking caught that. When she said it live, when I did the editing, and when I listened the first fucking time. Never caught it. A year later, I'm like, oh, that was fucked up.
Yeah, that wasn't what you meant to say, huh?
That's all right.
Fine. It worked, Nancy. It worked. It's the ebbs and flows.
Exactly. It's okay. So, the figure has been seen close to a recreation of cabin C62 and 64's bedroom that the Astors stayed in during their voyage. In addition, Terrell noted that some visitors break down crying when they enter the recreated first-class grand staircase. Dang. We've had people just in hysterics in here, just crying uncontrollably. When asked why, she reported that some of them hear screaming.
No, thank you.
Which I'm sure are horrible, desperate screams.
That's disgusting.
Which, that hurts my stomach. In October of 2024, Terrell was interviewed by Springfield, Missouri's KY3 News Channel. She noted how she loves being stationed in the first-class grand staircase, but has continued to see odd things since Ghost Adventures investigated the museum. When I turned around to see what time it is, Terrell said with her back to the famous clock, I would turn around and right there at the newel post, as quick as I could see it, it was gone. It's in the shape of a man in a black suit with a top hat. There is something about a top hat that makes me
all right with your so Abe Lincoln.
It's my sleep paralysis demon.
That's why.
God bless and R.I.P.
Stay out of my room.
She added, quote, I've seen them as quick as I can snap my fingers. They're gone. And it happens so many times it's not a coincidence. I've also heard my name called. And I've had the bow on the back of my dress tugged. Another museum staff member, Alexis Shetley, recounted her experience at the recreated bridge on Ghost Adventures. Shetley noted how one night after hours, she cleaned the bridge windows like normal. And in case you guys don't know ship lingo like myself, I had to look this up. Also,
you say it like you're so nautical.
I watched the episode, so I'm a pro. The bridge. The bridge is like where the captain drives the ship. It's where everything happens. So, duh.
In case you didn't know, you heard it from a pro.
Yeah. So I went to the other side of the promenade deck. That's the only room where I feel genuinely creeped out. And there were 2 kids' handprints on the window. Ew. I tried to clean them, but they were on the other side that I had just cleaned. Absolutely not. I'd leave. The fact that she still works there and they were able to contact her is crazy because I would have my phone shut off and never go back.
No. It's like, the footprints from the empty pool.
No. If you are not one of the people who has listened to the Queen Mary episode, go do it. It's disgusting. If you're not one of
I'm so famous. Thank you guys.
It's so scary.
Like people look at me like, what's your name?
What? Who? You're like, I'm famous.
Hello, don't you know? Haven't you heard of me?
No. Security.
Because everybody's in so many other states, and in Michigan, they're like,
no.
Who?
What? So as Jamie Terrell noted for KY3, it's never been anything malevolent. It's just like they want us to know, hey, I'm here.
Never left.
Okay. So now the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. That one was established in April of 2010. And that one is similar to its Branson, Missouri counterpart that we just talked about. It also contains over 400 artifacts and is the largest permanent Titanic museum in the world. It, too, has had odd things happen over the years, although stories and accounts seem to be harder to come by. However, Paranormal investigator and YouTuber Colin Browen, I don't know, visited the Titanic Museum in 2022 and did an investigation on his own. As he was checking in, he asked a museum employee off-screen if she'd ever had any paranormal experiences. Quite a few, she responded. When asked what she'd experienced, she said, full-bodied apparitions. Unfortunately. There is a very tall, demonic-looking man in Interactive. There was a headless, second-class passenger who saw me twice. Everyone, take a minute. Take a minute to process that. Are you on the same page as me?
How did the headless person see you twice?
Where was the head? Was it next to her on the ground?
She holding it? Like a pumpkin?
Where was the head if she saw you twice?
She says.
I even double checked the wording. I'm like, did you mean you saw it? No. There was a headless second class. Second class. They also know he or she is second class. Who saw me twice?
All I can think is Beetlejuice when the eyes were on the fingers.
Ew. So gross.
Make it make sense. I can't connect the dots.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
It wasn't just me. But also a demonic looking man.
You know what? I'm good with the headless person.
No.
I'm good with the headless person.
I'm not.
I'm more than a demonic person. No, thank you.
We need to call on Jesus for that one. The headless? That'll...
That's some things that nightmares are made up, but the demonic shit never leaves you.
It will in the name of Jesus.
Oh, praise Jesus.
My Lord and Savior.
Whew.
We don't play that game. Not around here, partner.
Nuh-uh.
Nope.
You picked the wrong one on the wrong day, sir.
Amen. But the headless, there's a scene. I wish I could remember what the location was, but it was a Ghost Adventures episode.
Do you need a footstool or something? Can I get you a back massage? Like, no, you're really struggling with coziness right now.
No. I'll cut this out. I'm also on my period, and I just feel like that.
I just feel it.
Super great.
When you want to lay in the bed, we can move this over.
No, I'm going to get up and go pee in a minute.
We're going to pause, guys.
We're going to pause. Anyway, so, the Ghost Adventures episode. So they were at, I want to say it was a hotel somewhere. I'm probably going to report on this eventually because it was really interesting. But when they do, I'll use this word again properly, the recreations.
Reenactment?
That too. But they'll show the scary things in between and stuff. There was a room in this hotel where... What?
I don't like it.
Oh. There's a lot of
There's nothing happening.
Right
now. I also have a lot of animals.
And it's dark in here. Guys, we're back to nighttime. I can't handle it.
It's not even that dark.
There was a prostitute who was murdered in one of the rooms, and they found her beheaded. But when they did the flash of the recreation, I can't even have my back to the door when I say this, because I still have this image to my head, and it's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. It showed the body in the closet where they found her, slumped on the floor, but with no head. I don't do headless things. And this image is still in my mind, and I can't handle it. It sounds like
I
nothing,
don't love that.
But I cannot get it out of my head.
Oh, I know.
It's been...
You know what? I just thought of something.
I just fucked myself over.
You certainly did.
What?
Because how tormented I was for my birthday episode. I'm fidgeting right now. For my birthday episode last year, how you tormented me. You also have a birthday coming in a couple of months. And I know people. And I have headless dummies that can creep on by the window on a night recording. Immediately she wants to stab me in my jugular.
I thought we already talked about our expensive equipment and how you don't want to be pressed against the fucking wall with tables on top of you.
By that time, I'll have it. I'm going to rearrange the room and get us a different setup. Maybe we'll be closer to the window when we're
Absolutely not. No. I don't understand.
What is wrong with you?
I don't understand why you think that's even an option.
I'm crying. I'm so excited.
I can't breathe. I'm so stressed out.
In fact, I have a scream head, just a scream head that
Fuck you.
We can put on a hook and dangle it.
No. No. I'm gonna cry.
So many ideas.
You know what?
That'll scare me. You know what? I ain't even fucking around. I'm making up the scenario in my brain like, it's my idea and I'm already scared.
You know what?
I have really good abs right now.
Let's not forget your birthday comes first.
Stop.
And I hate to tell you, I already have your episode planned.
You do.
Buckle up, bitch.
It's gonna be bumpy.
Oh, you're gonna hate
Hang
it.
on, I gotta get one of those poppy things that the kids use for when they're nervous.
Like a fidget.
Yeah.
You need a fidget.
I'll put one on my phone. All right, that was an unhinged moment. Sorry, guys.
It's my time. It happens.
Sorry, guys.
So, Headless fucking Sally's over here looking at people, apparently. I lost her. She's gone. Hold on, guys. She's disconnected from her body right now. Normally, it's me. You know what? We're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to go pee while she collects herself. Bye.
Thank God for editing.
I'll put elevator music here. Okay, we're back. Are we together?
We're
regrouped.
Yeah.
We're good now. Whew. So her quote continues, and she said, "Then this room that's in the back, there was a lady's voice who came over and said, 'We're here.'" On the stairs, I was by myself inside. Someone grabbed me on the bridge. She added, "And I saw a shadow man on the promenade deck. There's a little girl who plays hide and seek in the children's gallery with a lot of us, not just me. And she likes watching the movie in the movie gallery."
Oh, I love that. That
So-
one doesn't scare me so much. I mean, because I've never seen it. Only because I've never experienced it. Can I say that I'm not that scared? It's not that big of a deal.
It's fine. So the little girl's like, "Hi, I want to play." And there goes the Candace-shaped hole in the wall.
I don't even like kids. Don't bring kicker.
Well, you'll also hear children laughing by the stairs. And there's also been a little boy in suspenders and a white button-down who just likes to be... Oh, he likes to sit on the cases downstairs.
He likes to be what? Left me in suspense.
Sorry. I didn't... my brain was not computing words, and I'm like, what is
He
that
likes
say?
to be what?
Behind you! Watch out!
Oh. Could have said, like, read to... told a story.
No.
I don't know.
No, he likes to sit on the cases. The unseen employee concludes by saying, "Nothing's really scary here except for that really tall guy in Interactive. That I don't think is a passenger." Hence the demon. So there's, I forgot about this part. There's also traveling Titanic exhibits.
You know what? That was my first thought when you said there's multiple, and because we had one here at the Henry Ford Museum years ago. And I'm like, I wonder if any of that, because they had artifacts in there. Like, I wonder. So go on.
And they played the movie in the theater there. What kind of kind of theater is it? I can't remember.
Fucking Imagine has it now too.
Yes.
IMAX.
Yes, thank you. The IMAX theater. They would play that movie like constantly when the exhibit was there.
Wow. I wanted to go.
I never
so
went, but
bad.
I wanted to. Yeah.
And there was one, and
it's already haunted.
There was a Friends exhibit too. I think it was at the DIA or somewhere, but I wanted to go so bad, and I never got the opportunity to go.
The only one I did there at Henry Ford was I don't even remember what it was called, but it was all these costumes and things from movies. And I saw the Jack Sparrow one. And
oh my gosh.
They had the dresses from Wizard of Oz.
That sounds like the wax museum shit, like the Madame Tussauds.
Yeah, it was just without the bodies. It was the actual costumes. It was so, they had the,
so cool.
They had
That's almost actual, like the haunted museum in Monroe that we went to. They had actual costumes.
Yep, exactly. Like the Scooby-Doo one I was so excited about. Yeah, they had the red slippers from Wizard of Oz.
Oh my God, I would have been in love.
They had really cool stuff. Really cool stuff.
I was bummed I didn't get to the Titanic. My cousin went. She didn't have any type of memorable experiences, but she said it was great.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's so cool. So this is why I got excited, though, because the traveling Titanic exhibit, there was one on the Queen Mary.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Where did it travel to?
It just sat on the boat. So they brought the exhibit onto the Queen Mary.
Okay.
So the Queen Mary did not travel.
Okay,
no.
So it wasn't a traveling exhibit of the Queen Mary, but it was the traveling Titanic on the...
Yes, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
So the Queen Mary has hosted a few exhibitions over the years. In 1997, Titanic, the expedition, was aboard, and it was the first time that recovered artifacts were being shown on the West Coast. This person said in the article, "I was 10 years old and remember it all quite vividly. I'll never forget it as long as I live. It was my very first time aboard the Queen Mary 2. Aboard the Queen Mary 2 TOO. I said it like number 2.
Awesome.
Sorry. Looking back at the whole experience, I can remember feeling something powerful while walking around the exhibits. However, this may have had less to do with the Titanic and more to do with the Queen Mary calling to me. And I'm still heeding that call." In 2006, Titanic, the artifact exhibition, came to the Queen Mary for 6 months. I unfortunately never made it to this, but heard about it after I got hired as a tour guide in 2009. Coworkers told me how the Queen Mary's already robust paranormal activity really went into high gear during that time. I kicked myself for not asking for more details at the time, but apparently there was increased activity all throughout the ship. I definitely recall hearing something about a lot more shadow figures. In 2009, ghost hunters went to the Titanic aquatic exhibit at the Georgia Aquarium in Atlanta, Georgia.
Absolutely love the Georgia Aquarium.
And I know you do.
Oh my God, I love that place.
And for that reason, I also included, for your eyes specifically, a photo of your boys at the museum.
Look how beautiful they are.
From Ghost Hunters.
I remember that wall.
Do you?
No, but I could.
No, but I'm going to fantasize about it.
There was, I mean, it's the biggest one in
the country, I believe.
Yeah.
Or is it the world?
No, it's not the world. I want to say...
The world's probably like Dubai or something crazy.
No, I forget what it was called. Eastern, Western,
I don't know.
Something. But North America.
Okay.
Either way, doesn't matter. That place, if you ever have the opportunity to go to the Georgia, we didn't get to see the shark exhibit. That came after we'd already been there.
Yeah.
But just the experience, we watched the dolphin show. Like it was, so cool. It's something I can never unsee. Like that is locked into my memories, and I can't wait to go again. I want to go with the grandbabies. You know, like we can go as a family with the grandbabies because they love the aquarium in Auburn Hills.
Yeah.
So.
Us too.
And then going to the Georgia Aquarium where, I don't know if you remember in the movie Aquaman where he's standing in front of the glass, the little boy is standing in front of this giant glass, this massive fish tank. That's Georgia Aquarium.
Okay.
I was like, and I can tell you exactly what was in there. They had the turtle and his name. I'm like, it was such a good experience. I will never, ever, ever regret going. Never, ever forget.
Well, next time you're there, look out for these things. So
no, don't ruin this for me. Don't take away my...
I'm about to.
It's going to get ugly.
In 2009, ghost hunters went to the Titanic aquatic exhibit at the aquarium, and about 190 artifacts were on display, 40 or so of them for the very first time. Almost right away, staff and visitors reported odd occurrences, shadow figures, cold spots, and eerie feelings. One volunteer reported feeling pressure from an unseen force on the top of her head. Creepy.
Well, there has to be cold spots because it's an aquarium. Like,
duh.
Hello.
What about the shadow figures, though?
Well, there were penguins walking around on their own.
Right.
They would take them for a walk. They would literally walk around the aquarium. If I take some really short shadow if I take one, do you think they'd notice?
I think you'd go to jail.
Would they even notice?
I bet they would.
Well, how long would it take for them to notice?
Not long.
Damn.
Right. I think you'd get caught pretty quick.
Plan B.
So, that same exhibit that was at the aquarium also went to Athens, Greece. And there, disembodied voices were common occurrences.
Greece is already a haunted place.
Well, it's more haunted now. The spectral figure of a man in black wardrobe was also seen throughout the exhibit. This apparently led some visitors to think that he was a costumed actor.
Stop.
So it was apparently so clear, people thought he was hired.
Is that the demonic guy?
I don't know, maybe. So here's a couple miscellaneous things from Reddit that I found. The first one says, we all know, and this isn't the museums, this is just hauntings in general. Okay. So we're going to start branching out to hauntings from around the world, as well as actual passengers and staff and crew from the ship and where they're haunting nowadays. So this one says, we all know that in the days following the disaster, ships on the North Atlantic encountered bodies of Titanic's victims. Passengers on one such ship reported that their vessel, this is awful, plowed through some of these corpses, sending them up into the air like dolls.
Holy cow, how fast were they going?
I mean, well, they keep in mind, they were also completely frozen. It's like hitting ice and water, like an ice cube, like just.
Well, the iceberg took out the Titanic. Why aren't these bodies? Why are the bodies are just floating up and.
Yeah. So there was also an eerie occurrence that happened aboard the Montmagny, I think, a Canadian government lighthouse tender that took part in the official body recovery. Her crew picked up 4 bodies. It's been said that as this body hit the water, a sudden gust of wind sprang up with enough force to ring the ship's bell. I don't like that. Can you imagine picking up the bodies and the bell just starts ringing?
No.
Absolutely not. And then...
No.
On Christmas in 1930, while Olympic was making a... Keep in mind, that's one of the sister ships. Was making a crossing, several passengers reported seeing both Titanic and Britannic appear out of nowhere and sail alongside her. Apparently, claims by different passengers who were in different classes and did not mingle or know each other came out. So people that were not speaking to each other all had the same claim.
I'm not loving that.
Like the ghost ship.
I know you love your ghost ship.
Oh, I can't.
I don't know how I continued watching the movie after the first 10 minutes.
It ruined me. I will never forget that. I know we talked about it.
Yeah.
That's how we remember that story.
Over and over and over again.
So now we're going to talk about Captain Edward John Smith and his house, which is haunted. When Neil and Louise Bronner sank more than $55,000 into a 2-bedroom property in the British town of Stoke-on-Trent, they knew the house had a unique connection to history. It was the boyhood home of Edward John Smith, the Titanic's captain, who died with roughly 1,500 others when the ship struck an iceberg in 1912. Smith is believed to have lived in the house with his parents for more than 10 years, before heading off to sea when he was 13. By age 25, he was qualified to captain a ship, and had a successful naval career before making the Titanic voyage at the age of 62. The couple rented the property for a decade, and now they want to, quote, ship out.
No more puns.
Neil Bonner told the Daily Mail, "We've heard of things going bump in the night from other tenants. Some have said they felt a really cold chill passing over them. As cold as an iceberg." Another tenant claimed to have seen the full-bodied apparition of the captain when he was at home alone one day. He called Neil and explained that he saw a man in a naval uniform walking around the home's kitchen, while others have seen him across multiple rooms, including one man who saw him walk across the bedroom while he was lying in bed.
Excuse me, sir.
Get the fuck out of my room. No.
Can I help you?
I'm
just passing through.
Please don't. I'm getting scared now, and I think it's because it's dark. Nighttime recordings are where it's at. Oh, I'm very uncomfy right now. So the British home isn't the only place that the Titanic's captain has been spotted recently either.
I can make the hallway darker if you want.
Please don't. It's the worst part. He's also reportedly been seen in Baltimore, Maryland. And this was by a retired mariner who claims to have seen the Phantom Captain for over 17 years all around the city. According to this article I found, a statement has been made that Captain Smith was not drowned in the disaster, but has been seen safe and sound in Baltimore. Peter Prial was a quartermaster on the steamship Majestic over 30 years ago when Captain Smith commanded the Titanic. Mr. Prial said that he saw the captain on a Wednesday morning, and to confirm it was him, he went to the same spot that Friday and saw the captain again. Mr. Prial was shocked. Everyone believed the captain to be long dead, so much so that he returned home before he suffered a nervous breakdown in public. At 9 o'clock that fateful Friday morning, he went to the corner of St. Paul and Baltimore streets and stood on the corner for almost an hour. To his astonishment, he saw the same man approaching him, and he said, "Captain Smith, how are you?" The mystery man replied, "Very well, but please don't detain me. I'm on business." Mr. Prial was stunned. He followed the man to St. Paul and Fayette streets. Several times, the supposed captain turned to see Mr. Prial following him, and he ducked into the Calvert building to try to lose him in the crowd. Mr. Prial said he caught up with the captain as he was boarding a car. The captain stated then, "Be good, shipmate, until we meet again." So now we're headed back to Europe for the next sighting of the captain. And this was at a Belfast bar where a couple was left terrified after who they believed to be the ghost of Captain Smith showed up in a photo of them as they enjoyed an evening out. Cheryl and Luke Arkless noticed something blurry in the background of their photo at the pub, which was packed to the brim with original memorabilia from the infamous voyage. The photo was snapped by Cheryl's mother-in-law, who had taken 3 pictures of them within seconds. They recall feeling a cold wind against their backs, but thought nothing of it at the time. Perhaps the old pub just had a bad draft.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't until they flew back to England that they looked at the photos and saw something strange. Cheryl stated, "I called my husband and he said it was probably a person walking behind us very fast. But the thing is, everything around us is crystal clear apart from that blur. I was very skeptical at first, but now I really think it looks like a man. There's a strong Titanic background in the bar, and the more you look at it, the more he resembles the captain. On the right-hand side behind us, a band was playing, so he looks as if he's watching the band." And I've seen the photo, I can share it. It looks like a ghost. You see it. I don't see the captain, personally. I'm like, it looks like something, but I don't know how you'd make out the captain, but that's just me. This part gets real interesting. Still about the captain, but now we're also talking about our favorite guy again, Zach.
You know,
it's just gonna piss her off.
hate that guy.
I know. So in a Twitter post from January 14th of 2019, Zach Bagans posted, quote,
feel bad for me. Sorry.
Just received in the mail one of the most incredible, in all caps, artifacts I was happy to win at auction. The Titanic captain's haunted mirror, complete with the 1922 stamped letter of authenticity that states the captain's housekeeper saw his ghost in the mirror after the wreck. So, we're going to tear that claim to fucking pieces. Here we go. First of all, because it's
Zachy boy.
Zach. And I read a lot. This one guy did a deep dive into this history and proved why this is probably bullshit. Because there's absolutely no proof that the mirror even belonged to the captain. So this man named Kenny Biddle wrote a long article about how he essentially debunked this. I won't read the whole thing because it's so long, but I'm going to give just the short version. And that is that the mirror also came with a letter, like Zach said. And so this guy in the article goes on to say, included with the mirror is a small brown envelope containing a handwritten note explaining the item's provenance. This letter seems to be the sole source of historical background of the mirror, as no other documentation has been presented or made available to the public. The only documentation offered as provenance before or after the auction is the 1922 envelope and letter. I decided to take a closer look at these important items since it seems to be the sole evidence supporting the mirror belonging to the Titanic captain. Again, not from the Titanic, and of course, that it is haunted. Most outlets sharing this story simply copy and paste, as I'm about to do, the following. Mm-hmm. And it says, after his death, Captain Smith's housekeeper, Ethelwyn, was invited to choose any one item of his property as a keepsake in lieu of wages. The letter...
Oh, fuck off. I want to get paid.
The letter, which was penned by Ethelwyn's sister-in-law, Hilda, says that the housekeeper chose the silver mirror. The note, addressed to someone called Ida, then chillingly adds, she, Ethelwyn, always spooked me when she said that at times she could still see Captain Smith's face in it on the anniversary of when the Titanic was sunk.
Nope.
So, long story short, this man, Kenny, did a deep dive into Ancestry.com, and he found census records for both Captain Smith and his family, as well as Hilda, who was the author of the letter. Yet, he could not find any mention of even of the existence of this woman, Ethelwyn, who was supposedly the captain's housekeeper, and Hilda's supposed sister-in-law. Kenny does explain every single step he took in connecting all the pieces, and it was a lot. I could barely follow it, so I'm not about to explain it, but it's out there. So I shortened it. So the mirror listing on the Richard Winterton Auctioneers Ltd website clearly states, included with the silver-framed easel mirror is a handwritten note explaining the item's provenance. So I reached out to them via email. I explained that I had done a bit of research, had run into some discrepancies, and asked if there was any additional documentation with the mirror besides the letter that would fill in the gaps of my research. I received a reply from Alex Keller, who's head of media and relations, who stated, the item you mentioned sold in December and was shipped shortly after. The lot contained numerous related paperwork, but unfortunately, I can't go into further detail, as of course we don't have it any longer. We'd be very interested to hear how your ongoing research progresses. So Kenny says, I was rather disappointed they didn't have any records related to the sale. I also found it odd that they were interested in my research, but offering none of their own. It seemed they made no effort to verify the provenance of the mirror, at least none that they could make public. To be fair, Keller did mention numerous related paperwork, so perhaps there's something more to this story. However, as of this moment, we have no idea what that paperwork might be. Furthermore, in every listing I came across, there was nothing else presented in support of the mirror belonging to Captain Smith. Just the letter.
That's a little hokey.
Mm-hmm. In the Twitter post by Zach Bagans, he wrote, quote, "The Titanic captain's haunted mirror, complete with 1922 stamped letter of authenticity that states, the housekeeper saw his ghost after the wreck. In fact, the letter does not specifically say anyone saw a ghost or any kind of spirit manifestation at all. The description brings to mind someone reminiscing about someone they knew. Ethelwyn, if she even existed, did not describe witnessing a ghost. She was remembering someone that was dear to her on the anniversary of their death. The mirror was a keepsake, a small item kept in memory of a person who originally owned it. Who hasn't picked up an item once owned by a friend or relative, maybe even an old coworker, and thought of them or, quote, saw their face? I own a softball jersey from a former coworker and good friend who unfortunately died several years ago in a tragic accident. Occasionally, when I look up at the wall where it hangs in a shadow box, I can still see his face or even hear his voice trading Star Wars quotes with me. I'm not experiencing a ghost, nor is the softball jersey haunted. I'm reminiscing happy memories of a friend I miss. Nothing more. I'm left wondering if this mirror was ever owned by Captain Smith. The letter, from which practically all of this information reported from the mirror originates, and is often embellished, has been shown to be flawed or at least incomplete and unvalidated. Ida and Hilda, found to be sisters, have no connection to a woman named Ethelwyn. And census records, the year before Captain Smith died, shows the housemaid was named Anne Brett, who also has no connection to Ethelwyn, Ida, or Hilda. Putting it in perspective, the provenance appears to be based off a secondhand story originating from a letter we're not sure was even written by the person whose name appears at the bottom of it. Yeah, I heard it. Pretending like I didn't.
It's Sarah. It's Sarah.
There's tapping on the window.
We'll just
it could be a headless body. I don't fucking know at this point. Fuck all of this.
It's Zara. It's you, right, Zara?
Started to panic. Oh no.
It's you, right?
And then I saw you look at the window. I'm like, just keep going. It's fine. It's fine. Shit. Somebody looks through that window.
You and me both. I created this image. I don't want it to actually fucking happen.
You scared yourself.
Fuck.
Anyway, so that was it for that whole situation. He basically debunked it. We have no idea who these people are, where this came from. Did he own it? Zach Bagans is full of shit, is what I'm saying.
He is.
That's just as the proof that he's full of shit. There you go. You're welcome.
But they didn't really keep a very good record of people back in the day.
Oftentimes, though, they on the census, they would with people you hired.
Oh, okay.
Because they did have a housemaid listed.
Okay.
But that was a different name.
All right.
So
just Zach Bagans is just bullshit. That's all.
He's full of shit. So here's more sightings of the captain is all over the place. Forever and always. So the earliest sighting of the captain actually happened before the world even knew about the sinking. The captain's wife, Sarah Eleanor Smith, was in her drawing room when the door opened and her husband, who was supposed to be in the middle of the Atlantic, walked across the room without acknowledging her, reached the window, and disappeared. She said she knew at that moment what had happened. And it's reported that wives of sailors and other crew members were waking from nightmares and hearing their names called that night, like their husbands were reaching out from the bottom of the ocean. The goosebumps on my body right now, I can't. The way that was worded was disgusting. I should have changed it.
Oh,
I'm having regrets.
it's just really cold in here. That's the chills.
Sure. I'll go with that.
Because I too have some goosebumps, but I'm like, the heat hasn't turned on in a minute. It's fine.
Yikes. So I don't know how to say this. It's the Adelphi Hotel. Adelphi. I don't fucking know. It's in Liverpool.
It's not her people. It's fine. She's not one of us.
No. There's a suite called the Sefton Suite, which was designed as a replica of the first-class smoking suite aboard the Titanic. One paranormal investigator saw 3 men dressed as naval officers standing in that room, one of which he claims was Smith. In 1977, Second Officer Leonard Bishop of the SS Winterhaven was giving a tour to a kind British man whom he believed to be a passenger on this boat.
Okay.
So he's,
I'll bite.
He's just giving a tour. That's all. He thought it odd how insanely interested this guy was in every little detail of the ship, but whatever. This guy's interested in ships.
Questions, like he's curious.
Yeah. Years later, Bishop saw a photo of a man and told his friend, "Hey, I know that guy. I gave him a tour of my boat." And his friend laughed and said, "No, you didn't. That's the captain of the Titanic."
That's a dick move. That's what I would do. I just laugh at you like, "No, you didn't.
You fucking idiot. He died like 60 years ago. What do you mean?
You knew?
What do you mean?" So apparently he's also into other ships, which I love that for his afterlife. So.
Your best afterlife. Ooh, you gotta remember that one.
Yeah. So we're moving on from Captain Smith and we're going to the Jane Hotel.
I laugh in my brain every time you say Captain Smith because all I can think is John Smith from Pocahontas.
He was so hot.
He was a cartoon.
You know what? We've had this conversation before. There's ones you find attractive too, so don't start with me. Okay?
It's true.
Shut up.
Tarzan had me at hello.
Oh, good Lord. Although, the older I get, the less I'm into John Smith, and the more I like whatever his name was. Coca.
Jax?
No, Coca.
What
the one she was supposed to marry.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
Kocoum?
Kocoum. I kept thinking Kokomo, and I'm like, stop. It's not Kokomo. You're going to sound like an idiot. Don't say it. Yeah, Kocoum.
I was crushing on George of the Jungle at the time, so.
Understandable.
Brendan Fraser.
We need a Hear Me Out cake.
I love cake.
All she heard was cake. Have you not seen people do a Hear Me Out cake?
No, but is there cake?
Yes. Then you eat it when you're done. So you print out pictures of whoever that's your Hear Me Out, and then you like stick it to like a skewer. You tape it to it, and then each person takes their turn saying, "Hear me out," and they stick it in the cake. This one group of friends did it, and she put one in there, and the girl looked, she goes, "That's my dad!" It was so funny.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
But they'll do like people they know, celebrities, a lot of cartoons. It's so funny.
That's funny. No, I've never heard of that. All I heard was cake. There's cake?
There's this part in Tires when I don't even remember what it said, but the one guy starts talking about like, "Oh, who's yours?" Somebody says something about Ariel. They're like, "With or without feet?" And then he's like, "Pocahontas." And they're like, "Dude, she was like 10. He's like, I didn't know." Sick. Nasty.
Might as well go the Moana route too.
Perv. Anyway. So we are at the Jane Hotel, and for whatever reason, it's pretty self-explanatory, I think. I'm pretty sure it's in New York because you'll see why. So surviving crew members were brought to the hotel and given food, clothing, and a room. It's also where they held a memorial service for their lost crew members after the sinking. And today, guests claim the surviving crew members never left. Guests experience cold spots, the elevator moving on its own, transparent figures in hallways, and the sounds of sobbing. Sorry.
Why is that funny?
Do you remember? This is taking so long. I'm sorry.
You got so much editing to do.
I know, right? In the Hotel Chelsea episode, which was also in the very beginning, when I talked about that man's story of that woman who was like facing the corner in the hallway pretending to get cry. I'm so scared right now. And as he's like approaching her to see if she's okay, the light bulb bursts. Oh my gosh.
That was
no.
Terrifying. Mm-mm.
That's what it reminded me of. I'm sorry.
You're like the girl that we didn't want to invite to our sleepovers because you told the best ghost stories that terrified us all.
My bad.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Stop.
There wasn't even anything.
It feels demonic.
We actually thought we could lift each other off the floor.
Morons.
Like, it's fine. I just had an extra piece of cake.
I ate the hear me out cake.
Sorry. Hear me out. I ate it.
Oh no. Okay. So, today, guests claim the surviving crew. Oh, we already read that, guys.
We're never gonna get through it.
No. No, we're not.
Okay.
So, while on the third floor, one guest saw an apparition of a woman in white.
Always a witch in white.
I forgot about this. It's so scary. Oh, fuck this.
No, keep going.
So she saw.
We all want to experience this with you.
Okay. Picture this.
No.
You're looking out the peephole and you see a woman in white. You're like,
already know.
The fuck is this? So naturally, you open the door. The woman's gone.
That's what you do, right? You see a creepy woman standing outside your door. Naturally, you would open the door.
Open the door. She's gone. All is well.
Opening the fucking door. I don't care.
Close the door again. Look back through the peephole. She's there. Oh! No.
He ain't opening the door. He ain't opening the fucking door. Fuck off. Who is it?
Here to kill you.
Housekeeping.
You want me to flip you?
He's happening. I ain't opening the fucking door. I don't even have a peephole on my door. I ain't opening the door. I see your ass through my Ring camera. We're having problems. I don't like this. This is not my favorite one. You know,
okay.
Laughter through the pain. Laughter through the pain.
All right, let's get through this. So,
laughter through the fear. Laughter through the fear.
Next, we are going to talk about miscellaneous people who are just all over the place.
Oh, yay.
So this one is Charles Melville Hayes. He was the general manager of the Grand Trunk Pacific Railway in Canada. And as the railways expanded, Hayes dreamed of building luxury hotels across Canada. He'd already built Chateau Laurier in Ottawa. I don't know, I'm not French. I mean, part of me is, but not anymore. my people. And 6 others.
Cousin. Yeah, 30 minutes of that is going to be good.
You're welcome, guys. You had a long one today.
Yeah, only because we're fucking unhinged.
Yeah. At nighttime recording, this is what happens.
Sober.
We are sober, by the way, I promise. So he'd already built that one in Ottawa, and 6 others were in the works, including Fort Garry in Winnipeg and the McDonald Hotel in Edmonton. In April of 1912, Hayes was in London soliciting financial support for the railway expansion, but he was anxious to get back to Canada for the opening of the hotel. The gala opening was set for April 25th, 1912.
Oh.
Hayes had also received news that his daughter, Louise, was having difficulty with her pregnancy. Additionally, he might have had business with J. Bruce Ismay, chairman of the White Star Line.
Oh, no.
In any case, Ismay had invited Hayes to join him on the RMS Titanic. So Hayes, his wife Clara, his daughter Orion, his son-in-law Thornton Davidson, his secretary, Mr. Vivian Payne, and a maid, Miss Marianne Perot, shared a deluxe suite on B deck, also known as the bridge deck. So obviously they were on the boat when it sank. And during the sinking, Hayes helped the women in his party, his wife, his daughter, and his maid, into one of the lifeboats. But he, his son-in-law, and his secretary remained and perished when the ship sank. Hayes was reported to have made a prophetic remark on the evening of the disaster, deploring the way the steamship lines were competing to win passengers with even faster vessels. He is said to have commented, "The time will come when this trend will be checked by some appalling disaster." So sad. Hayes' body was recovered from the waters of the North Atlantic by the CS Minia, I think, and he was buried at the Mount Royal Cemetery in Montreal. It's said that Hayes haunts his fifth-floor suite, named the Charles Hayes Memorial Suite at Chateau Laurier.
You're just adding letters.
Or Laurier. I don't know.
Chanteau.
So over this. It's believed that he wants to keep tabs on how his hotel is running today. Both staff and guests say that Hayes is a friendly ghost. They often hear a loud baritone voice singing on the staircase, but when people check, no one's there, and it's believed to be Hayes. A man named Patrick Watson, who was chairman of the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, stayed at the hotel for a while in the 1980s. During his stay, he had many experiences. One morning, Watson was lying in bed when he heard a cracking sound, and he looked to find the glass ashtray cracked in half while just sitting on the table. On another occasion, Watson heard a crash in the bathroom and found his shaving kit and its contents, which had been on the counter, sprawled across the bathroom floor. He also experienced apparitions, shoulder taps, and poltergeist-like activity, such as the rearranging of furniture.
You know what? That's how people are going to know I'm here. So I rearrange my furniture all the time. Like,
Mom's moving shit again.
Come on, Mom.
So then we have John Wesley Woodward. And he was one of the musicians on the Titanic, more specifically, the cellist. He became a professional musician playing in Oxford.
It's fine.
I know, I panicked for a second, sorry. There's a loud bang. And Eastbourne. In Eastbourne, he played the cello both at the Grand Hotel and in the local orchestra. While in Eastbourne, he joined the White Star Line musicians playing on transatlantic ships. He boarded the Titanic on April 10th at Southampton for her maiden voyage. John and the other band members famously continued to play their instruments despite the chaos and panic on the ship's deck before they all perished in the sinking. Unfortunately, his body was never recovered. A memorial plaque was erected to Woodward on the promenade in Eastbourne depicting the Titanic as it sank. He's also commemorated on his family gravestone at Heath Lane Cemetery in West Bromwich. According to one Titanic researcher, people would see an apparition believed to be John in the orchestra pit, but he's not seen much anymore. So perhaps he's moved on. I just think, like, what incredible men who, because that is fact that they continued to play as it sank because they just wanted to bring joy and calm in such a horrible situation until
I think Cedric even added some of that into a stand-up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the Kings of Comedy, like Cedric made reference to, you know, if it was like one of our Motown bands, they started their own plugging shit, wrapping it up like, nah, we got to go. Wrap this shit up. Let's go.
So true. But to know, like, there's nothing else to do and we're about to die. Let's at least die doing what we love and trying to bring a little bit of peace to,
I mean, God bless them.
Terrified people.
I'd be too terrified to be able to play.
Like, it sounds like something so little, but I don't think it is. I don't know what it is about it, but that just hits me where
huge.
I'm like,
how can you remain so calm to try and bring peace to other people?
Knowing this is it. Like that's just amazing. This next one I found really interesting. So Benjamin Guggenheim. He was accompanied by his mistress, a French singer named, I found two different names. One of them I couldn't pronounce. So I'm going with Pauline Aubert. It's the one I could pronounce. Also, his secretary, Victor Giglio, his chauffeur, René Pernot. Looks like Pernot, but I'm assuming it's French and Pernot. Like croissant.
Look at her roots coming out.
So fancy.
Your roots are showing.
And Madame Aubert's maid, Emma Sagasser. Sounds German, I don't know. Guggenheim and Giglio slept through the Titanic's collision with the iceberg, only to be awakened just after midnight by his mistress and her maid, who did feel the collision. Sagasser later quoted Giglio as saying, "Never mind icebergs. What is an iceberg?" And they went back to bed.
Okay.
So bedroom steward Henry Etches stopped by Guggenheim's stateroom, woke them up, and told them both to get dressed. During the evacuation, Steward Etches returned to Guggenheim's stateroom. Guggenheim answered the door on the first knock, leading Etches to conclude that the magnate had only just retired and undressed for bed. Etches entered the room, pulled 3 life belts out, and placed one on Guggenheim. "This will hurt," Guggenheim complained. Etches helped to pull heavy sweaters over both of them. Giglio and Guggenheim stayed together as they left the cabin and went out on deck, and Etches saw them on their way. Guggenheim ultimately realized that the situation was much more serious than he had implied. Titanic survivor Rose Amelie Icard wrote in a letter, quote, "The millionaire Benjamin Guggenheim, after having helped the rescue of women and children, got dressed and put a rose at his buttonhole to die." Sometime after arriving on deck, Etches saw Guggenheim and Giglio. They were dressed in their evening clothes and had taken off their sweaters and life belts. Guggenheim explained, quote, "We've dressed up in our best and are prepared to go down like gentlemen." So I think that line in the movie is based on fact. Etches, who survived the sinking, recorded Guggenheim's message to give to his wife. "If anything should happen to me, tell my wife in New York that I've done my best in doing my duty." Because remember, he was with his pregnant mistress, not his wife. Etches next watched Guggenheim and Giglio pass from boats number 7 and 5, helping the women and children. Guggenheim shouted repeatedly, "Women first," and the 2 men were of great assistance to the officers. Another steward reportedly said Guggenheim sent another message to his wife, asking to tell her that, quote, "I played the game straight to the end, and that no woman was left on board this ship because Ben Guggenheim was a coward. Tell her that my last thoughts will be of her and our girls."
Aww.
The steward said Guggenheim lit a cigar and sauntered up the boat deck to help load the lifeboats. As Aubert and Sagasser reluctantly entered lifeboat number 9, Guggenheim reportedly was on the deck nearby and spoke in German. "We will soon see each other again. It's just a repair. Tomorrow the Titanic will go on again." Etches reported that shortly after the last few boats were lowered and I was ordered by the deck officer to man an oar, I waved goodbye to Mr. Guggenheim, and that was the last time I saw him and Giglio. So both of them, as well as the chauffeur Pernot, died in the sinking. Their bodies were never recovered, but Benjamin is said to haunt both the Guggenheim Library and the Lauren K. Woods Theater, which was formerly the Guggenheim Theater in New Jersey. They were once a family summer home and carriage house built in 1903. Today, a shadowy figure is often seen roaming the buildings and turning lights back on after the staff has turned them off and locked up for the night. Really quick, the Guggenheim thing, I do find it really interesting, and I love the thought that he's a freaking Guggenheim, this millionaire. who, one, wouldn't get on a lifeboat and leave a woman or child behind, and two, was actually helping get them in lifeboats, knowing, like, I'm going down, might as well get you out of here.
Despite, like, he's a piece of shit, but he redeemed himself by...
It felt like it. Despite his status, despite his money, he's like, I'm not going to be a coward and go down with somebody else on the ship.
Yeah.
Like, I did love that.
Yeah.
So, props to him for that.
Yeah, he redeemed himself.
Yeah. So, this guy is named Dr. Henry Washington Dodge. And I'm just going to read a snippet from this article I found about him. So he suffered with a lot of survivor's guilt because he did survive the sinking. So survivor's guilt and condemnation by society killed some of these people. Once they arrived back home, any male passenger who was saved in a lifeboat immediately found himself a social pariah. It's a little known fact that 5% of male survivors subsequently committed suicide.
Dang.
They couldn't live with the fact that they had survived, while women and children did not, and everyone knew it. One of the people was Washington Dodge. He was a first-class passenger, and he set out on a lecture tour to share his memories of the Titanic, but also used the platform to defend male survivors. He tried to explain how many women would not get into the lifeboats. None of them believed that the ship would really sink, and they were too afraid to get into an open boat.
Yeah.
He only saved himself when no one else was forthcoming for Lifeboat 13. However, no one was buying what Dodge was selling, and the trauma wore him down. His depression became so acute that on June 21st, 1919, Dr. Dodge shot himself in the head, and 7 years after the Titanic sank, became one of its final victims. Even then, there was no... Is it respite?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Even then, there was no respite. I hate that word. That's stupid. I don't like how that sounds. His ghost has regularly...
they have this really cool thing called a thesaurus. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
The fact that you're even having this conversation with me is insane. Everyone's rolling their eyes right now. Shut up.
Yeah, she's the funny one. Listen, she's trying to sound smart. That's so cute.
What a silly goose. Anyway. Shut up. His ghost has been regularly seen, quite clearly and by several witnesses, still wandering around his former home in San Francisco. And we are going to hear from that family because they have quite a relationship with him. So this is from an article called Ghost of Titanic Survivor Haunts Cellar on Nob Hill by Scott Ostler, who was a sports columnist. And this is an article from 1999. And it reads, for a year after he started seeing the ghost in his bedroom, Jamie Rodriguez didn't say anything to his wife or his 3 kids. I thought it was me. I thought it was something I was going through, Rodriguez says. So he said crisis. Nothing. Apparently. Why needlessly complicate a marriage by taking a sip of the morning coffee and telling your wife, honey, I'm seeing somebody? Imagine the...
That's fucking not.
Imagine the conversation. Another woman? No, it's a man.
Oh.
Who is it? I have no idea. He never speaks. I think he's dead. This article's so funny.
That's not morning coffee convo.
No. That's why he didn't say anything.
I mean, all right. That's
how it would happen in a TV sitcom. But this was real life. So Jamie said nothing. Until his wife casually mentioned the apparition. Oh, hello. Okay.
Baby Sonia.
But this was real life, so Jamie said nothing. Until his wife casually mentioned the apparition she sees in the bedroom. You see it too? He said. Sure she does, and so do the kids and the dog, but none of them could figure out who he was.
So we're just going to live in silence and fear.
Yep. Then, about 2 years ago, 8 years after the visits from the strange man began, the Rodriguezes noticed a column I had written about the late Dr. Henry Washington Dodge. And suddenly, the Rodriguez family knew the identity of the man in their apartment. Dr. Dodge was a big shot in San Francisco. He was a Cal grad, a very successful physician who retired to go into politics. He served 1 term as a city supervisor, then 14 years as the elected city and county assessor. He and his wife were very prominent in the city's high society. He was also a survivor of the Titanic, which may have been his downfall. Even though Dodge, his wife, and their 4-year-old son, he had a baby, escaped the sinking ship in lifeboats, the doc did not emerge as a hero. He was painfully aware of the whispers. How come all these women and children perished in the icy Atlantic, and big old Doc Dodge escaped without so much as a bad cold? Dodge even took his case public, addressing the Commonwealth Club shortly after the 1912 disaster. And he goes on to explain his quote about people not willingly getting in the lifeboat, so he took a spot.
That's the thing is it's the first class women that he's talking about, because third class people were still locked at the bottom. They weren't allowed that opportunity to get into a lifeboat.
Right. Exactly.
What a piece of shit.
This unusual circumstance may be accounted for by the fact that the officers had insisted that under the worst conditions possible, the Titanic could not sink in less than 8 or 10 hours, and that rescue ships were expected within an hour or 2. Dodge told how he loaded his wife and son into the lifeboat, helped others board lifeboats, then later, after a call for women and children produced no takers, he climbed into partially loaded lifeboat number 13. So there was the Titanic cloud hanging over Dr. Dodge's head. Then he got into business and was accused of having his hand in the cookie jar. There was a lawsuit. The doctor's honor took a heavy beating. His financial fortune was in peril, and he sank into depression. His doctor put him in the hospital under what seemed to amount to a suicide watch. Dodge was released from the hospital on June 21st, 1919. He returned home to his apartment building at 840 Powell Street, went to the basement with a pistol, and shot himself in the head, the bullet fracturing his skull. He fell to the concrete floor and fractured his skull again, but he was still alive. Jeez. He staggered into an elevator, rode up to the first floor, and lurched out into the lobby floor. He was rushed to the hospital and died 3 days later. When Jamie Rodriguez saw my column, he knew right away that Dr. Dodge was the ghost. Rodriguez is the building's resident manager, and his family's apartment is in the basement of the still very elegant 840 building on Nob Hill, across the cable car tracks from the Fairmont Hotel. The ghost appears every summer in June and July, and always in the same spot in the bedroom, standing in front of a door that Rodriguez blocked off long ago. Behind the door is his office, which has a separate entrance. You see his image, Rodriguez says. It's very dark, and he only comes when there are no lights on, so you can't see his eyes or make out details. But he seems to be looking straight at you. He's big, tall, has broad shoulders, and there's a little red light blinking right there, waist level. He's there for a few seconds, then he disappears. He comes about once a week for a month or so. One day, my dog was barking, just hysterical, standing near that spot. I looked, and there he was. Dr. Dodge is well behaved, no stupid ghost tricks, no tossing furniture about or making spooky noises or shooting himself in the head. That was supposed to be clever. Still, I'm amazed at how well the Rodriguez family deals with their visitor. I'm not sure I would have lasted 10 years with a ghost as a roommate, especially if he wasn't kicking in for utilities. The Rodriguez kids, ages 13 through 17, joke about the visits, and the family treats old Dr. Dodge like an honored guest. When he appeared last summer, Jamie talked to him and said, "Thank you for visiting. You're welcome to come and go as you please. This is your home." Dr. Dodge didn't reply. He faded away, and they haven't seen him since.
That was his comfort, his permission, his forgiveness, if you will. That's what he needed.
And then the last one we have is on the Queen Elizabeth II. the distress call. In February of 1978, the QE2 was crossing the Atlantic near the wreck of the Titanic when they allegedly received a distress call on an old wavelength with the words, "Come quick, in distress, boiler room's flooded, ship is sinking." The operator changed the wavelength and replied, "What is the name of your ship?" The reply came, "Titanic." 1978. The captain was on the bridge, and he was informed, and the operator tried to contact the ship again, but to no avail. When the incident was logged, it appeared that the QE2's position was almost the same as the Titanic's when she foundered all those years earlier. Other ships passing through the area claim to see orbs hovering over the water. They hear shouts for help, hear orchestra music playing, and get feelings of dread or unease. And then I'm not going to get into it tonight because it's been so long. But if you do want to hear more about the Titanic Museum in Vegas that has hauntings, that I believe is where we talk about Thomas Andrew and the floating pictures and all sorts of crazy stuff that goes on there. So if you go to the Haunted Vegas episode, you can hear about that. And one huge thing I didn't talk about tonight is the unsinkable Molly Brown, who I'm very excited to talk about. So I decided, because this was just going to be a lot, and I feel like she's so wonderful, she needs her own entire episode. So I'm going to do a whole episode on Molly Brown, her upbringing, her life, her time on the Titanic, what she went through that night, as well as the hauntings of her house in Denver, which is now a museum.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do all of that, and I'm going to do it as a Patreon episode. So if you guys are on Patreon, head over there to hear that.
Bonus.
I don't think it'll be out before this comes out, but listen for it. It will be out. We're going to do that. So she'll get her own special dedication, because what a fucking woman. Researching her, she is so cool. Like, I love
so
her
excited.
so much. So I'm really excited to do that. But that's it for tonight. You guys got a super long one, so we'll have fun. We're unhinged. It's late. I got to go to bed. But if you liked it, like I said, head over to Patreon. We have so much more over there. We are on Instagram, YouTube. Email us at hauntedthroughtheages@gmail.com. I think that's it. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.